Hello.
How you doing?
Do officers Bailey and Altieri still work here?
Officer Bailey does work here. Officer Altieri does not work here.
Oh, he quit?
He's not here anymore.
Oh, it's probably because he was violating people's rights. Is Officer Bailey still violating people's rights?
That I'm not sure of.
Yeah, because I was just trying to find out. There was a video on YouTube a couple months ago where Officers Bailey and Altieri said someone was using a cell phone. And then they pulled him out of the car, detained him for over a half hour, kept him in handcuffs, and then they realized they screwed up and that YouTube was seeing it, so they quickly tried to let him leave. So I was trying to figure out, if I guess Altieri isn't here anymore, if that was a one-time thing where Officer Bailey violated someone's rights, or if he's normally just violating people's rights.
That I'm not sure of. I can get you the supervisor if you'd like to speak to them about that.
Yeah, who is the supervisor on?
Give me 1 second. Let me just double check.
All right, yeah, well, that's the supervisor. So one officer is no longer here. That makes sense.
That's nice. Oh, where did he go? That's
Yeah,
the better
well-
question.
I hope he's not in another PD violating people's rights. Is that Officer Bailey? That might be Officer Bailey.
Is it really?
I don't know.
He's going to the cell block. Point him out in here, Josh. Which one is
Right
he?
there.
Oh, that's the guy right
One,
there.
two,
Looks like a young guy
three.
too.
4, 5. Guys,
Our
this is the...
supervisor is not available right now because he's tied up on another call.
Okay, when's he gonna be back? How
I'm
long?
not sure.
How long do you think the call's gonna be?
I'm not sure.
What kind of call is it? Yeah, that's at least public record.
They're up at a detail right now.
A detail.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So was that Officer Bailey that was just back there?
No, it was not.
No.
I got one complaint. The blue line flag. It's kind of like putting it over our American flag. If you're gonna fly it, I need to lead the American flag over that.
Yeah, they have a 1.2 Google rating.
So the blue line flag, guys, as you can tell, is kind of like a slap in our face. People are dying for the red, white, and blue.
I'll be okay just speaking to a regular police officer. That'll be fine.
Okay, give me 1 minute.
Next, please.
Thanks. I'm just gonna talk to a regular police officer.
You don't have a lieutenant, do
I have
you?
some questions. Actually, the supervisor's on the
He's
road.
not in right now.
Okay.
Talk to this before. And those are the ones that violated your rights in 1992. You notice they all have a Ron Jeremy stash. Those are the ones that violated your rights in 1998. And then so on and so forth, up until today. It's a long history of making sure those rights get violated. That guy doesn't have a job anymore. That's funny. He must have got caught violating people's rights. Stinks when you break the law and you get caught.
You can see how the uniforms changed through the years too. Oh, they had the boots back in the day. They tuck them into stormtrooper pants. Another blue line flag, guys. It went right over my head. So they're high flying the blue line flag, but they don't care about the American flag. United for themselves. There they are, guys.
Oh, Bailey is working tonight.
How do you know that?
He's in car 351 and he's working the east section.
Oh,
It says right there on the personnel
I
board.
didn't know that.
Didn't she say he wasn't working tonight?
You're right. So, guys, as we see, we're waiting here. They're making us wait. Fuck is this?
So, our sergeant said that if you guys wanted to take a seat, he'll be with you as soon as the detail clears, but I'm not sure how long that's gonna
Well, I
do.
just saw an officer right over there. I'd just like to speak to a police
You
officer.
just want to speak to a police officer?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all.
Yeah.
And Officer Bailey is working tonight, right? He's on the personnel board.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So we did tell her about 5 to 10 minutes ago that we were just.
So guys, they're over here telling us now that Bailey is working, and before they said he wasn't, and now he's on patrol in car 351 in the east section, and she's deciding to make us wait.
Sergeant, again, he said that he'll be back in the. Give me 1 second. So he's tied up on that detail, so he's not able to leave because he's the officer that we have up there. He said that you're more than welcome to come back tomorrow.
I just want to talk to
6:30.
the other police officer, like I just said.
They're all tied up, and you're inquiring about another police officer, so they're not able to answer those questions.
Well, that's you don't even know what I want to ask that cop, but he's not tied up. He was just right over there. We could have been in and out of here already.
Okay. Yeah, but that's not our supervisor, so I'm not.
That's okay, but he's a police officer.
Okay. All right. Give me 1 second.
This is so difficult to talk.
So guys, this is the merry-go-round rodeo they like to show to all of us, and basically get you roped through the red tape and jump through hoops before they actually give you what you want and do what they're supposed to do. So this is how they cock block you from fucking getting any further in life.
And see how the story changes? Like first they said, sit down, have a seat, he'll come back from the detail. And then they said, sit down, have a seat, he'll be back soon. And then they said, you'll have to come back tomorrow. I guess they want me to sit down and have a seat until tomorrow. It's like Southbridge Airbnb, PD.
This is government kicking the can. This is how they avoid it. This is them invoking their fifth, which they don't like us using our fifth, but they'll definitely use their Fifth Amendment right every time they need to.
The truth. Like, now I might I just have to go outside and wait to see if a police officer pulls in.
That's gonna come talk to you, okay?
Alright, thanks, Blodgett. Yeah, it's on her sleeve. It says Blodgett. Dispatcher Blodgett.
Yeah, but
I hope they're not watching TV up there, because it's like taking so long for us to be able to get any sort of assistance from a police officer. I hope they just don't have the TV going. That'd be rude.
So we're out here today for Blue State Productions, and these guys refuse to make any comments. No snitching amongst the blue line. There you go.
Policy officer.
How you guys doing?
How you doing?
What's going on? How do you pronounce your name?
Tatsopolis.
Tatsopoulos.
Tatsopolis.
Tatsopoulos.
Yeah, that's you said.
Silent C.
Yeah,
I had a couple quick questions.
sure. I'll try and answer them. I can't guarantee. I'm not the supervisor or anything like
No,
that.
I know. Officer Altieri, did he transfer or did he resign?
But, I'm pretty sure he works for a different department. I don't think he
He does.
resigned. I don't, obviously can't I
Right,
don't know.
no.
I'm like the lowest patrolman, but I'm the only one not tied up right now.
No, I appreciate it. Officer Bailey, he still works here. So you can be a
Yeah.
patrol person and a detective at the same time?
So they kind of used to have some like intermediate guys, but
Okay.
no. So there's two Baileys that work here.
I'm talking about Officer Bailey.
He looks like me, young.
He's a young, he's a young
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
He's a young guy. He's so I don't know. Did you guys see the YouTube video?
No.
A couple months back. Yeah, so you guys had a 4.3 rating, and then after I dropped that video, I think that your rating went down to like a 1.2.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was me
Yeah.
because Officer Bailey was violating someone's rights that day. I mean, I'm sure that you wouldn't, but
No.
he pulled someone over, said they were using their phone. Their phone was stuck to a mount and couldn't even be removed.
Okay. Yeah.
And then he said that he looked suspicious, and because he looked suspicious, they took him out of the vehicle and they stopped his recording, which
Yeah.
without a warrant obviously is a big
Yeah.
issue. And then they kept him in handcuffs for 30 minutes. They denied it. The great part about having such a large YouTube channel is that people send me all sorts of videos, like the one that a passerby was standing in her window and took, showing him being in handcuffs for over 30 minutes. Would you, take someone out of a vehicle for looking suspicious and detain them?
I wasn't on that call. I obviously didn't see the YouTube. Everything's very specific to the situation you're in. I can't comment on what they did.
Right.
I mean,
does he
have no
normally,
idea.
like, as far as you know, does he normally violate people's rights, or was that probably like a one-time
No,
thing?
I've never seen him.
So that was just a one-off, just a bad day.
I didn't see the video. I obviously wasn't present during that incident, so.
How long has he been, do you know how long he's been enforcing feelings instead of law?
I have no idea.
All right, well, I appreciate you
Yeah,
coming out and
no
talking to
worries.
us.
Thank you.
I'm being nice because you didn't do anything. I'm
Yeah.
not just one of those guys that randomly yell at
Yeah.
people.
No, I appreciate
If
that.
you were on a call and you saw, I mean, really anyone, we'll throw Officer Bailey in there just for,
Yeah.
because his name's in the conversation, and you saw you saw him doing something wrong, or another police officer doing something wrong, would you stop them? from
Yeah,
doing
so we
it?
have a duty to act. I mean, we have the duty to intervene if we see something.
How? Sorry, I didn't interrupt you. Sorry.
No, I guess that maybe, hopefully the reason Altieri transferred departments is he's violating someone's rights in a different department now, so people at Southbridge don't have to worry.
How
about
long
it.
was Altieri an officer here for?
I think a considerable amount of time. I don't know off the top of my head.
Over 20?
No,
I
he's way
wouldn't
too young for
say.
that.
I wouldn't say 20.
Yeah, yeah.
We got his picture over there so that way we can put it in the thumbnail, because it's gonna say, I violate people's rights, ... but in a different town. So,
Oh, jeez.
I,
Do you know what town he went to?
No,
No. Is it
We
still
can-
in Massachusetts? Or?
I'm guessing.
yeah,
So.
we can find that. No, Worcester really likes to violate people's rights. So if violating someone's rights was part of your resume, that dude's might be like, deputy chief by now.
Oh,
Right.
jeez.
But I appreciate your
Yeah, no
help.
worries. It's nice to
Thank
meet
you
you
so
guys.
much.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
We're just gonna hang around the back and take pictures of the patrol cars and some of the other cars back there.
Yeah, as long as you guys aren't creating a disturbance, you're good.
No,
Okay.
we would
Well,
never
you're right.
we would never violate someone's rights. It seems like Officer Bailey has that market cornered, so we'll let him do that.
Yeah.
But I appreciate
No,
it,
it's nice to
Officer.
meet you.
Hats
Thank
off.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hats off to you. I'm sure you haven't heard that one.
Oh, I hear it all. Alphabet, you have no idea.
Thank you very much.
Have a great night.
You too. He was nice. It's Officer Hats.
Hi guys, can I get a FOIA request? Can I get a public records request?
Name's gonna get a public records request. I'm gonna get a static shot of outside.
Fill this out and put your email on the bottom. We'll email it.
Okay. I want Officer Alteri's employment record, and it's in the paperwork, whatever he had to turn in for retirement.
Okay.
Was he resigned, retirement?
No, he. I believe he's at Charlton PD now.
Charlton PD? Okay. Where do I put down what I want on here? This is different for me.
Just fill out. Do you know what date the incident happened, or you just want everything?
I want his
Okay,
employment
just put
record.
right on the side that you want any
Where?
employment anywhere right there. Yep.
All right. How do you spell his last name? All Terry
Yep. And a Y at the end.
and Y.
Yep.
Employment. Record. And letter of resignation.
Yeah.
Uh, all right.
All right. So once it's all set, they'll be able to email that to you.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yep.
So guys, this is what the deal is, right? So we're gonna go tell AFA what I just found out, and we're gonna tell AFA Officer Altieri is at Charlton PD now. Maybe we do some follow up over there, see what they have to say about the incident. You know what I'm saying?
Hats off. I was like, well, hats off to you for not beating anyone today. I appreciate that.
The dispatcher, after you walked out, when I got my public records quiz, I was requesting Officer Terry's employment contract, resignation letter, and all that stuff. She says he's at Charlton PD now.
He's at the Charlton PD. Well, Charlton PD it is.
All right, guys, that's the reason why we're all gonna come see you again. We didn't stop you just yet. We're stopping you, but we're coming back.